here we go. Okay. Big Matt. All right, Big Matt. All right. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? I'm using a double-edged sword tonight. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Pierce and Costa Mom and Brian K and Nicholas Patello. AAU. Timmy. 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 Hey, Sam. We have a new follower, Big Matt. Welcome to the herd. Puts us closer to 300. We're at 380 at 282, so we're getting there. Points were reset. Sorry, Pierce. I just reset them right as we were going live, so nobody's going to have any points yet, but I am quite confident that some of you will and the bar down the bottom's not correct. I don't know if I can fix that live right now. I might be able to, but Tim, it's a new year. New year, new points. And we are going to try to we're going to try using these points for like a thing. We're going to start attaching stuff to the points. You know, it's been a couple of months of points and how it works, and you know, now I think it's time to get to that next I'm outraged. It's time to get to that next level that I'm outraged. That's hilarious. So it is a drunken team. We're gonna start attaching like real stuff to it. You know. So that'll be rolling out. I'm hoping that I can get it up and going and have it rolled out for our February adventure. That would be kind of fun. So we are going to put our goal for O2. Okay, and there's a new goal. So, yes, Triton, that is part of the plan, is to start activating the redeem function. So I would like to I'm gonna activate the redeem feature, and we're gonna come up with a few things, and then hopefully we can get to do some really cool stuff come the end of February on our little adventure. So, there's 8 of us here now. Let's make sure we are all hitting that like button as we come on in. It is so nice to see everybody. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Obviously, as some of you are aware, it's been a long few weeks here. Casa de Urban. So it is nice to get back to some sort of normalcy. So I hope everybody had you do. You have to hit the like button. Hopefully everybody had a really good holiday. Sam, I like that idea. I should be able to. I should be able to make the viewers dance. So let's see. Let's rewind back. So going back, where have I been? How come I've been missing? Right. So rewind back to the week leading up to Christmas. I'd started with a sinus infection. I could feel it coming. I tried my hardest to fight it off. But lo and behold, come Christmas Eve, I was just not feeling great. I wasn't feeling really terrible, like flu-like, but I wasn't feeling good. So that started 3 days of me hosting people, and every day hosting people got the amount of people, it got greater and greater, right? So I start testing myself because I want to make sure that it's really not COVID. So December 24th, 25, I take COVID test to negative. December 26th, I did like a 30-person family party. Most everybody there, as far as I know, vaccinated, if not vaccinated, boosted. Many of the people, not all, but many of the people took COVID tests before they showed up, including myself. I tested myself twice that day. I had lost my voice, and I am trying to cook for 32 people, which I enjoy doing. I love cooking for all those people, and trying to do it when you're not feeling good was quite a monumental task. So we get through that day. That was on the 26th. That was a Sunday. We had our big party. We had people from like Florida here and stuff. So then on the 27th, myself and the producer go for our booster shots. And I get it and I feel okay on the 27th. But come the 28th, I am just run down. My sinuses are really congested. I'm just not feeling great. So I take that day out of work. They gave me 2 days. I had the 27th off. I had Monday off anyways. It was a day off for me. So my work, I am allotted up to 2 days for COVID-related either, booster shot or if I test positive, whatever. So I take Tuesday and Wednesday because Tuesday, even though I wasn't feeling great, Wednesday was even worse because late Tuesday night, I started spiking a fever. It was like 103. At one point, it was 103.1, 103.2. So it really, the booster really kind of messed me up here. So then Thursday morning comes, the fever's gone, the body chills are gone, the body aches are gone. But I just feel like I've been run over by a truck. Because it's New Year's coming up on the weekend, I have Friday and Monday off. So I just decide to burn a sick day and I'm going to recover and be good to go. It just so happened that on Wednesday afternoon, either Wednesday afternoon or Thursday afternoon, I had a doctor's appointment, a virtual doctor's appointment. So I get some antibiotics. I get some stuff to help clear up the congestion and stuff. I take that Thursday. By Thursday night, I'm feeling a little bit better. Friday, I'm feeling really good. Like the best I had felt in probably almost over a week and a half at that point. Almost 2 weeks. We haven't gone anywhere since the 27th when we got our booster. We just we stayed home. We didn't want to be around too many people, because at least around here in my part of the little world. Hey, Francisco, welcome on in, bud. Nice to see you. COVID around here was really starting to get into full swing. So I decide on Saturday, now this is New Year's Day, I do, as a lot of you know, I do real estate on the side. So I'm going to take a client who I've known since he was literally in diapers, him and his new wife. His dad is like one of my best friends in the entire world. You've seen his band play, right? So we go to look at a home. We go to this open house. There's a ton of people there. And I get home and I'm like, all of a sudden around like noontime, I'm like, man, I don't know, like I'm just tired. And then 3 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, something's just not feeling as good as I was yesterday. And at like 5:30, I say to Stephanie, I'm like, boy, I'm starting to feel worse than I have the last 2 days where I was feeling better. She said, you're probably still trying to get your feet under you. At that point, it's been literally a long 2 weeks where you've been sick, you've been vaccinated. We did Christmas, right? I said, all right, that kind of makes sense. And by like 7:30, I could feel my face getting flushed. And I'm like, man, do I get a fever again? So I go, and sure enough, very low grade. Nothing like the booster. It was like 99.1 or something, which for me is high because I'm normally around 97. So so I'm like, I said, you know what? Just for the heck of it, we have one test kit left. I said, I'm just going to test myself, take a at-home rapid COVID test just to make sure everything's all right. Well, lo and behold, guess what comes back positive? New Year's Day. So I immediately, Stephanie's upstairs with the little influencer trying to get her to bed. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. I put on, I put on clothes, and I just grab my keys, a phone charger, my wallet, and I head out to my truck, and I called her. I said, listen, I tested positive. I'm going to hang out here in my truck. We're going to come up with a plan. Originally I was going to stay either, hey, Sam, welcome on in. I was going to stay, maybe in my truck, maybe a hotel, maybe go somewhere else. So finally we said, well, the layout of our house, we can really kind of, I can really isolate from everybody and nobody's really going to be affected. So that's what we did. I ended up staying in one part of the house. Everybody else was in the other part. So yeah, isn't it terrible, Sam? It's like, man. So I did, I tested on the first. I had to isolate for 5 days, and as long as I was symptom free, because I was vaccinated and boosted at that point, even though the boosting I was only a few days into it, I could go back to normal life as long as I wore a mask around people for the next 5 days. Again, I had already isolated at like 5 days at this point, just because we were in our own little bubble. We weren't seeing people, whatever. So that was on the first. We get all the way to January 6th, which was a Thursday, and we had scheduled PCR tests because at that point, Stella is, my daughter is not vaccinated, and she needed one to go back to school because she, through me, was considered a close contact. So in the morning, I get up, my 5 days are over, I go to work. Me, Stephanie, and Stella, at some point in the day, we all go through a PCR. We have like these drive-up-through sites out here. A lot of places do. So we go to drive-through PCR, which is one we've used. My gosh, last year when I was teaching in the schools, I used it. I can't even begin to tell you. It was once a week at one point. Hey, Snoopy, welcome in. Good to see you. So we take them all, and, Friday comes. We have a snowstorm, so I'm working from home Friday, which is a good thing. And lo and behold, Friday night, we're laying in bed, and don't you know, we all get back a positive result. So now Stephanie and Stella are both positive, which Thursday started their countdown to when they could return to school and work and everything else. So finally this week, we've been able to kind of get our feet back under us. And yeah, you know what, Pierce? So Pierce, funny story is that when I drove into the test site on Thursday, on the 6th, which I knew I was going to come back positive, because once you have COVID, and it doesn't matter the severity or the variant that you get, once you have COVID, you have a pretty good chance at testing positive within 90 days. So you take a test, you come back positive, and from that point, for about 90 days from that point, you're probably going to test positive again. So I was pretty confident I was coming back positive. But by that point, I was already feeling good. I had no symptoms. You know, wearing my mask like I always do. We have to at work anyway, so I was just wearing it in the house, trying to do the right thing, kind of keeping my distance from everybody, but not really isolating because I'd already had it. I already got it. But I pulled up to that testing site on Thursday, and I rolled down the window. Hello, Lisa T. Welcome on in. Nice to see you here tonight. And the first girl I didn't recognize, name, whatever. And the second one I pull up, which is, they have like a two-part. So yeah, it's been a pretty interesting few weeks, to say the least. Yeah, so the girl recognizes me. I'm like, oh boy, I've been here that much. You recognize me? She said, yep. So, Brian, I hope you're feeling better. And for those of you that are maybe battling it or have it in your house, please stay safe. Do what you can to, try to mitigate it. The reality is that the new variant is really it's really infectious. Thankfully, it seems to be not as vicious as some of the other variants, which is good. But I mean, who wants to catch a nasty disease? No matter how, it doesn't matter what it is: chickenpox, flu, COVID. I mean, nobody wants to get sick. Period. So, stay safe. My experience, for me, I was the sickest out of the three of us. Stephanie, it was like she could have been sitting on the beach. It was she's asymptomatic, Hey, Devora, welcome in. What's up? Thanks, Devora. The little influencer, she did okay. A little congestion, a tiny cough every now and then. I was definitely the sickest. I had a little gray fever. My body hurt a little bit. I coughed, cough and congestion. The cough was the worst. I coughed so much for 2 days that I strained a lot of my abdomen and like a lot of my lat muscles, all those accessory muscles that you don't use a bunch. So, but now, you know what? Everybody so far, thankfully, knock on wood, we're all in the upswing. We're all doing good, but definitely rest. A lot of fluids, as much fluids as you can tolerate. Please take. Just try to stay healthy. But I thought in all that, I was really not feeling up to doing much. Even now, like, I'm sleeping an unbelievable amount more than I've ever slept in my entire life. We're talking like 9-10 hours a night, where normally I only sleep 5 or 6. So even though I'm feeling better, obviously my body's telling me a different story. But not well. I mean, I guess if that works for you, I'm not saying I didn't have a beer, but I would say probably not. I had a lot of water with a lot of airborne. Although the fun fluids be a lot more fun. So it was good to get. It's nice to be back here to do this after a few weeks. That was a much longer break than anticipated. I had originally thought about streaming the week between Christmas and New Year's, but between me not feeling good and then the booster, it was, that just kind of really knocked me down. And then I started feeling good, like I said, Friday, and then all of a sudden, like, Saturday came around, and I thought I was going to stream a little bit on New Year's Day, and I just wasn't feeling up to it, and here we go. So, Pierce, I would try to hope that it would. No mules. So anyways, for those of you just kind of rolling back in here, I appreciate your support. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Although at some points I think you might want to move on to 2023 already. But welcome to Tin Can Thursday. We're going to try to kind of get back into the groove the next couple of weeks and see what we can get done. The last week in January, there will be nothing on Tuesday. I will probably, instead of streaming on Thursday, I will probably stream on Friday from a surprise location that's nowhere around where I live. So I'm going to leave you guys. I'll throw that link up, and if I do it right, we're going to be at a really cool place. Really cool. They have a ton of beers. Ton of beers. So, and it's a place I've been before. Oh, thanks, Costa Mom. I appreciate that. What? Hold on. One second. Hold on. Everybody I'm going to mute you guys for 1 minute. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 minute. Sorry, it just is, wow. Huh. That's incredible. I seen a text message pop up, and somebody who I've known for a very long time, who's an elementary school teacher down in North Carolina, was out delivering DoorDash to help make himself a little extra money around the middle to end of December. And of course, with the holidays, I was so busy, and then being ill for a few weeks didn't help. But he went to deliver, and he ended up getting shot in the stomach. He thankfully is going to make a full recovery. But I am going to go and send him a message right now, just to check in. That's incredible. I'm just glad he's all right. It was an attempted robbery. And the bullet was lodged in his abdomen. He had a successful surgery, so that is good. Excellent. And it looks like he's going to GoFundMe, which I'm going to find out a little bit more about. Wow, that's incredible. People are crazy, man. So, wow, that's like, holy cow. Just waiting for the lag. Looks like a little lag on my end here. Wow. So we have an exciting couple of months here, this month and next month. Like I said, so this week, we are at the 13th right now. So next week, I would love to get back into doing. It's obviously not going to be fantasy football, because fantasy football is over. But the co-host and I will be talking football in general, and now we're getting into the playoffs, which is basically like 1-game seasons. For those of you that maybe don't know a lot about American football or don't follow it a lot, so it's win or go home time. It's a very exciting time, so we'll be covering that, and then transitioning forward after the Super Bowl, which will be in a very few short weeks. I I am going to start talking just general, probably basketball, hockey talk, which would be great because I know there's a bunch of hockey fans here. Brian K. Bills will probably win. But there'll be Super Bowl, so we'll do some Super Bowl stuff. Are we back? All right. I think we're back. All right. Here we go. Is the undisclosed location Bay Farm? Hey, Lee P. What's up, Lee? The undisclosed location is not Bay Farm, although that would be hilarious. The undisclosed location is an undisclosed location. So I think, as I was saying, we're gonna transition on Tuesdays to just talking about sports in general. When the Olympics start, I will be talking about the Olympics. I love the Olympics, and in my nerddom, I love curling. That is my favorite Winter Olympic sport. So I will talk a lot about curling. Pierce, yes. Pierce, if that ever happens, I will 100% send you the invite. Timmy! So that'll be the week. Like I said, next week we'll do a little football. I think the last full week in January, there's going to be no football talk on Tuesday, but there will be a live stream Friday, so maybe I'll do a little bit of both from where I am. But curling is so... It is. Curling rocks. Yeah, it's throwing stones. So, what's funny is how many people love it. I was going to join a curling league out here. The closest one to me is like an hour away, though. So I'm very sad. I actually watch Curling Night in America, which is on all the time. It's on all the time. My frame rate is crashing. It's Streamlabs is terrible. But so yeah, I'm a huge curling fan. I watch it all year long whenever it's on TV. I was definitely disappointed. That Schuster won. I was hoping that the young kid, trying to remember his name. What was his name now? Now I can't remember. Oh gosh, what was his name? He was actually from Massachusetts. The skipper of the team at the trials. So how it works is You don't just like show up and you're on the Olympics, even if you've made it before. So fun fact. Fun fact. So you know what? I am. You're killing the popcorn, bro. So I'm gonna start talking the Olympics right now, since we're getting so close. The Olympics are only a couple weeks away. So, the Olympics are, you don't just show up, and because you made it one year does not guarantee that you make it in every year after that, if that's what you want to do. So this year, the Olympics were held at my university's arena, the Baxter Arena in Omaha, Nebraska. They were held back in November. It was like the November 12th or 13th through the 20 something. It was right up to almost Thanksgiving. And ultimately what ended up happening was John Schuster and his team came back, and they were down in the finals to go to the Olympics. They had lost their first game to this new up and coming team. And the team they were playing against was a bunch of young guys. They were all like in their early to mid 20s. When I tell you they got beat the first game, I think they lost by, I want to say it was like 6 points or something like that, which is huge. That's huge in curling. Losing by like 5 or 6 points or more is huge. And that team beat them. And the skipper of the team they were playing actually comes from Massachusetts. And his hometown is about 35-40 minutes from my house. So, what's up, Anthony the Mola Man? Welcome on in. Go Pats. So I was really pulling for the young guys because I have no love loss at all for John Schuster. I don't think he is he's as good as the news and media makes him out to be. So that's just my own opinion. The young guys seem to have a lot, they had a lot of good energy. They were young. They were throwing the stones really well. But in the end, Schuster's team, once again, for the second time in as many Olympics, came from a deficit. They were down a game. They came back and won 2 games in a row to go to the Olympics. So I guess we'll have to deal with John Schuster. Although I will say the team this year is looking really good. Everybody's in really good shape. Schuster's looks like the dude must have lost 60 pounds. He's thin as a rail. So we will see. But I will talk a lot about the Olympics. And they start on February, it's either 2nd or 3rd. And I am the curling fanatic here. So Stephanie just come downstairs, but she said, if you're going to talk about the Olympics, you're going to talk about curling, because that is literally all I watch. I will wake up at like 2:30 in the morning to watch the United States play. That's just the way I am. For the Summer Olympics, so the Summer Olympics, my favorite Summer Olympic sport, which I do that for, is ping pong, table tennis. There's just something about it. It's my favorite event to watch. And I'll be up at 1:30, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning just watching table tennis, the United States play, Oh, it's brewed with coriander and orange peel. It's only 5%, 5.4% by volume. So it's not incredibly strong, but it's by a place called Canned Heat, which is down here next to me in Fall River. They have really good beers down there. They do this incredible IPA. So, this is cheers, beers, and Happy New Year's.
Slow Thor. Come on.
Oh, that's really good.
Come on, baby.
That is good. AAU, I would 100% agree. I think they should add beer drinking to the Olympics too. As a matter of fact, you know what they should do is they should add skiing the mahogany as an Olympic event. You guys all right over here? Yeah, I don't know. They're being loud. So, yes, it's actually really good. You can really taste the orange in it. That's good. That's real good. Yeah, so I'm excited for the Olympics. And then outside of that, you know, we're not going to strictly talk about the Olympics. We will talk about basketball. So the co-host Lindsay, is she's a big basketball fan. She's a huge Celtics fan. So I can guarantee you that we are going to talk not only basketball, we'll talk about the Celtics. We will talk some hockey. So, and I think using Streamlabs is nice because you get all the widgets, but I think I'm going to use some StreamYards, and I'd like to invite a few people on. We'll probably have the Mola Man come on, and we'll get Sam on for a little discussion about some hockey. So we're going to have a few different people on coming up. They didn't know it until just now, so we have made a plan for face painting. We were going to try to do it in December on that, whatever it was, the 12th or whatever, and it just, time got away, trying to get ready for the holidays. I would have liked to have done it by now, and then, you know, catching the corona or whatever, and, you know. But, so that's coming up, and then, of course, at the end of February, just about as, right, so if the Olympics start, February, it's either 2nd or 3rd, and they must go through, like, the 17th or 18th, and then within a week, we'll be on the road. And we are going to take you all on a nice ride down to the land of good and plenty, one of our favorite playgrounds to go to. So I am hoping that between now and the time when we get back at the end of February, I can pick up, I'd like to get 18 more subscribers and get to that 300 mark. So we're going to be pushing really, really hard to try to get there. That is my next goal, is 300. So I'm hoping we can pick up a few. We're at 283 now. That's awesome. So, hey, Max, welcome in. Nice to see you all here. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hopefully you've all hit that like button on the way in. I got to give a big shout out to Pete McDivitt. So if you have not gone over and checked out his channel, and I'm pretty sure you probably all have, please make sure you do. And if you have not subscribed to him, please get over there and hit that subscribe button. He has been a huge supporter. If you go over there, a few of us have had or currently do have a couple of commercials running over there when he's doing sports stuff. And he does just a lot of really neat content. He does a lot of really nice Disney content, especially when it comes to interviewing people, which Disney content is something I'd like to start doing more of, so that I'd love to find a way to fit that in to be a regular part of the show. So maybe we'll do like, I'm thinking about taking Tin Can Thursdays and making it Tin Can Thursdays with the mouse. You know, where we have our little Tin Can Thursday and we start, you know, kicking around and talking about what's happening in and around Disney World and Disneyland and the different parks around, you know, around the globe here, and talking about the news and speculating about which direction we're going and why they're doing stuff. So that is going to slowly start becoming part of our Tin Can Thursdays here. So we can all sit around, have a couple of drinks. We'll talk a little bit of Disney talk in a nice, relaxing atmosphere. And then Tuesdays will be reserved for our sports fanatics. And those of you that like to come here and gamble, that's awesome too, as we have our free games. So thanks, Lisa. I appreciate that. I hope it's supposed to be fun. You know, that's what it should be. It should be about fun. That's why we're all here. Big money. That's right. Big money. For those of you that are here, or maybe you'll rewatch some of this, if you have not already joined the Discord, please do. Pretty soon, content creators are going to be able to invite their own people into the Discord, and the Discord is such an awesome community of just, there's these great small little streaming channels like mine, and the support from everybody in there is great. And there's places in the Discord channels to talk about like your pets and cooking and just off-topic life stuff and music. It is just so diverse in there. Make sure you get over, if you haven't joined yet, make sure you get a hold of, like Lisa T, or you get a hold of like Chad or somebody. There's a few people, they let you in there. So you need more cookies. Yes, cookies are still on sale. Lee, it should be magical. I hope it's magical. 2 of 7 remaining. They do. They go quick. So I think that link, like they're selling cookies until sometime in February. I think it might be the end of February, but I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. Yes. Thank you, Duke Mom. Duke Mom was kind enough to pin the link in my Discord channel. So if y'all looking for cookies, the little influencer would appreciate it. We did not really do a very big cookie push this year because COVID kind of got in the way. But hopefully this time next year it won't be as bad. We won't be talking about this stuff. We'll make a huge push. But she's doing great. So, if you want to order some more, that would be awesome. This is really, really good. I don't know if they may not be producing this anymore. It could be out of their rotation, but if they are, I got to pick up a couple. So what is thinking about Disney World and the trip, it looks like it's going to happen. As of right now, we're planning on it happening. With all of us having caught COVID, not that we want to catch it a second time, but we feel a little bit better about going down there. We do try to keep our distance. I know it's tough. You're talking 50,000 of your closest friends are there with you, live and in person. There's only so much space you can keep. You're bound to run into people, but we're going to be safe. Try to do our part, keep everybody else around us safe. And, I was kind of thinking the other night, I said, boy, I wonder what is some of the stuff that you guys would like to see while we're down there. Maybe some of the stuff that you don't really get to see on other streams. So if there's something, if there's something that you haven't seen in a while, or maybe something that you don't get to see on some other people's streams, throw it up here in the chat and let me know, what's something you think we should maybe think about trying to go and check out. Because I know we kind of have, I don't want to say it's predetermined, but we kind of have like a route we take when we get there. So that's awesome. How about the rides? So I'm going to take you on a bunch of rides, and I will now that we're in the new year and we're just about a month away, I'm going to reveal my plan. So my plan I've concocted is the week we are down in Walt Disney World, I am going to use StreamYards. So there may not be any gambling that week, because I don't know if that's going to come up. But the reason I am going to use StreamYards is because I would like to invite anybody that's willing to tap on the link and join me live via the StreamYards app as I am walking around Disney and going on rides. So, you know, it's one step closer than just watching it through the other side of the screen. And that's the point. So we're going to throw up StreamYards, and like you've seen some, like Anthony the Molar Man's here and Sam's here, and they've done it where they've used StreamYards and they bring people into their live stream. So that is what I'm going to do, except I'm going to do it in Disney World. So that's my game plan. Hopefully it'll get you guys, a little excited to kind of watch me, and you can pop in. You'll join when it's a small world? Sure, Splash Mountain. All right. I got distracted by gambling. You can expect to see us down there the last week of February. So I'm going to try to get out in front of this and post. And I think what my game plan is going to be is I'm going to, we typically rope drop. And I can tell you how our days will go is hey, 222, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Devora. So I thought about that, and I thought that would have been cool for you to do Cali, but Cali's going to be closed while we are there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's either, I got to remember, it's either Cali or Expedition Everest. One of them is closed for maintenance the week we are there. But yeah, you could have a virtual soaking if they're open. That'd be great. To the teacups, we're going to go on Ariel. We'll go down. We'll probably get on the Tomorrowland Speedway. From there, we'll wander down, do the Carousel of Progress. We'll do the People Mover. We may or may not do Space Mountain. We're going to try to get on Buzz Lightyear. And we may or may not hit the Laugh Floor. So we will cover half that park, hopefully by 10 a.m. And then from there, we usually swing back up. And, we're going to try to jump on It's a Small World, Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh. We usually try to hit up the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean. If we can tolerate the wait, we will try for Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain. So we are going to try to make the most of it. So yeah, we're going to try that Genie Plus crap. We'll see if it works out. So Pierce, it's funny you mentioned that. So that will be the first half of the day. I am going to stream just for a few hours, 3 or 4 hours in the beginning of the day, right around noontime or so. I'll probably shut the camera off. And then later on, towards the end of the evening or into the evening, there will be a stream from Epcot. And that is where that's like the adult time, that is the adult time. So, so I would say that, you're going to want to stick around and definitely watch for not only the links, but you're going to want to make sure that the little bell is clicked so when I do go live, because it's not going to be an exact science. The times that I'm going to start the stream are just going to be approximations, so everybody's aware. But that's the plan. That's the plan. The plan is to use StreamYards and like take you guys with us for a couple of hours in the morning and then a couple of hours at night. Yet there will be a Harmonious. We are gonna see Harmonious. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Magic Kingdom like fireworks and castle thing, only because like, man, that place is so packed at night. I don't know if I want to be around that mob of people just quite yet. I don't know if I'm gonna meet up with Patrick. I'm not really sure. If he is there while we're there, great. If I run across him, you know, I'll definitely stop and at least say hello to him. I'll probably give him a hard time, just because. All in good fun, but I don't know. Maybe not. It depends. Like, you know, typically his schedule. You know, the way he does stuff, he's there usually in the earlier part of the day. So there's probably really only one day that we'll catch him there, unless he by some chance hops to another park in the afternoon, which is typically Epcot. So, you know, there may be a chance there if he's going over, but steal Lee's keychain. Yeah, so I agree, Lee. I think, just judging from what I'm seeing online, I've seen, you know, I've seen all the shows. I haven't seen the new Castle show, but I've watched a couple times online. I think I would rather see Harmonious live and in person instead of the Castle show. But so I would say you're going to get probably at least one Harmonious at night, if not two. And then, you know, join me. You know what? When we get over to you know, to Epcot, if y'all want to pop in the chat and grab a drink, you know us. I mean, as soon as we can, with the exception of the Magic Kingdom, you know, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and definitely Epcot, we're typically never empty-handed. If it's anything less than double-fisted, I'm usually disappointed in myself. So, yeah, we'll find some place to do some Fireball. The first day we're there, the plan is to do some Disney Springs. So, our first day there, we'll probably have a decent amount of Disney Springs and going in and out of all the different bars there and all the different shops, and we'll really kind of cover that place. So there'll be some great opportunities for you guys to come and hang out with me live, and we'll chat and let's talk a little Disney and sports or whatever you want to talk. Just hang out and come with me, and if you'd like to join in on the stream, that would be awesome. So there'll be a link up there. We'll get you in. We're going to make the producer earn her keep a little bit more than normal. So it's a Florida law to do double-fisted in Epcot. I think that's a golden rule. And if you guys thought, you know, you guys remember seeing the stream back in July, one of my first ever live streams when I was at Epcot with those group of people and, you know, getting them to sign on and you know, join the channel and stuff. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, I got to do this. I'll probably do it either tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to order a couple of more shirts from Sherry Marr. And, you know, hopefully we'll be ready to go and people will be shooting that QR code and, you know, we'll be able to get it done. Hopefully. I would love to be at 300 people coming out of Disney World. So we're gonna try to come up with a couple of great thumbnails, and we're really gonna use a lot of the tools that I've gotten away from in the last month or so here, for keywords and stuff for the live stream, a lot of the hashtag stuff, and really try to get that subscriber base. See, See, look. There it is. There it is. Proof in the pudding, as they say. There's proof in the pudding. Streamlabs is just crashing. It's terrible. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. That's funny. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I appreciate all the support. I'm ecstatic to hear that you guys missed me and missed, hanging out here. That's great. I love hearing that. That's so awesome. So, we are going to try to continue this. We're going to try to keep this thing going Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure. And then, the random places we go, and we got some neat places coming up. I would say, I think it's the 28th. January 28th is going to be an on-location place. So stand by for that surprise. And it's gonna be a bunch of fun. So thank you everybody for joining me. And Coach N finally comes in at the end of everything. Coach N, I don't know what is up, man. It's like, just try. Yes. Look. This is Bang-A-Yui canned heat, Fall River, Massachusetts. Wheat beer. It's a Belgian style wheat. So it's not very strong. It has coriander and orange flavor in it. It tastes really, really good. The flavor really pops in your mouth. It's not very hoppy. It's only like 5.4% by volume. So, and now that Coach is here, maybe I'll keep it going just a little bit longer. Devora, you and your signs. Bang-A-Yui. I agree, Costa Mom. This is a bunch of fun. Right on. Knocker. Yeah, knocker. Coach keeping it going just for a few more minutes here. Specifically keeping this open for Coach. 100%. Coach comes in, stream's going to go just a little bit longer. So Coach, you missed it. I was saying that on Tuesdays because there's no more fantasy football going on. We're going to talk obviously playoff football, but we're going to talk Olympics, we're going to talk basketball, hockey. So Coach, I am not up to very much. Feeling much better. Sleeping a lot. Every now and then I get these little coughing fits, but I don't know if that's still from the COVID or if that's just me getting old. It could be either one, really. Lee, you going to that game Saturday? I don't know. I've been to a lot of cold games out there. Nope. $45 tickets? There is no way that those tickets are $45 for that playoff game. Are you even serious? $45 a ticket? Because that game is Saturday, right? Hell, I may go out there for $45 a ticket. Smoking. Come on. Are tickets really $45 for a playoff game up there? There's no way. There's no way they can be $45. I don't even believe it. Are you serious? $45 for a playoff ticket? Really? Hey, this ain't like playoff tickets to go to the Bills game on Saturday out in Buffalo is like $45 a ticket.
Yeah, it was going to be like.
I mean, it's only going to be like,
-15
yeah, negative 10 degrees at game time, but that's okay. They were $20 last week. Wow. Wow. I am shocked that they're that cheap. Only because, listen, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, yes, it was a $20 ticket all day long. But now, I mean, the Bills are they're a legit team now. I mean, they're a contender. So to have a ticket that cheap is like unheard of. Come on down to Gillette. The cheapest seat on the worst year is still $200. It's gonna be balmy. Yeah, Lee, it sure is. It sure is. It's going to be a balmy minus something over there. It's supposed to be what, like, something stupid, right? Like 4 degrees at game time or something. And then when you factor in the wind chill, it's supposed to be, what, like minus 15? Because, there's nothing less than hurricane force winds at that stadium. Of course there will be, Brian. I would expect nothing less from the Buffalo Bills fans nation. Coach. Oh, Coach. You're making it even more enticing. Coach, I could drive to your house and then could we carpool? Because your house is about the halfway point for me. That's it? All I gotta do is buy wings and beer? Well, that's just a given. We're buying that stuff anyways. Oh yeah, Brian K. Way below zero. They're talking minus double digits. At least that's what they were saying on the sports radio around here. They interviewed Devin McCourty today from our defense, and they were saying it was going to be like negative 12 or something stupid like that. It would be one of the coldest games in a long time that they've all had to play in. I'll buy the tables to jump through. Coach, I am not diving through any tables. That's a Buffalo Bills Nation thing. I am not doing that. Thank you, AAU. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Brian K., you got to get better, man. Got to get rid of that stuff. Got to get rid of that Rona. That Rona. Ain't no good for you. The Cronin. I don't even know what the Cronin is. So the last time I drove through Buffalo, like Buffalo proper, I'm not talking like on the highway. I mean like, set them on fire too. Oh, great. The last time I drove through like Buffalo proper, there was just like, it looked like they ain't send a street sweeper down the street to clean it up in decades. It was like trash blowing all over the place, and maybe I was just in a bad part of town. Half the stadium will have it. Really? It's a nice hotel, huh? Is it something we can like Uber to from the stadium so we don't have to drive and then we can just get totally blasted while we're there? Because that may be the only thing that keeps you warm when it's that cold, is to get totally smashed so you don't even feel the cold. That would be, that may be the only way to do it. All right. It's with Lee P Live. Yeah, live stream, man. Getting a few craft beers. I'd have to. I wouldn't bring the gimbal. I'd do it like guerrilla style, you know. Tavora. Oh, look at Costa Mom's getting in on it now too. They're all egging us on here. I have an eye patch in the truck. No Uber needed. Oh, Duke Mom getting in on this. Look at you. Oh, y'all. So Lee's definitely going to the game. Coach, do you have tickets too? Are you definitely going to this game? Like, is this like a done deal? And where's Pierce in this whole mix? Why is he not jumping in here? Green beard. Oh, God. But imagine if you had two eyes, then you could see in quadruple. I don't know if we were to all show up. I don't know, first of all, if that stadium could handle what was about to partake and happen in it. And secondly, I am not really sure if the city of Buffalo would not be burned to the ground by the time we all left. Jeez. Yeah, Lee, I would say that is definitely something you need to worry about. With all the cancellations with the airlines and stuff, man, that's roll the dice, as they say. That's a roll of the dice.
Come on, baby. Oh,
Lee, where are you flying out of? Where are you leaving? I would assume it's somewhere in Florida, right? So. Devora, the debauchery that would ensue would be like nobody else has ever seen. Yeah, Coach, I don't know about that. Last time I was in Buffalo, the fans were not very nice. Maybe it was just because we'd been kicking their ass for so many years. They had hard feelings, but... Oh, look at that. I got my first porn bot. Oh, that's so much fun. Who hit it? Who hit it? Lee. Lee got it. Nice job. Oh, it was unhidden by Devora. Okay, that's cool. Oh, Lauderdale. Nice. The debauchery would be... Oh, my God. He can pray his way out of trouble. Hidden by Lee, unhidden by... Oh, I love it. I did. I got my very own porn bot. That's like... Man, have I hit the big time? Is that what that means? I've hit the limelight now. It's a safe space forum. We tap that. Don't press the button. Don't open the present. Do not open that gift. You open the gift. You open the gift. Money? I don't know about money. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Like a little kid pressing all the buttons. It's hard not to peek. That's right. It's hard not to peek. All right. I'm going to bed. 9:30. 4:30 comes very early. And given how much I've been sleeping lately, which is incredible. Coach, I wish there were pole dancing bots. That would be much more entertaining than just the words they're throwing up. That is the mystery. What's in the box? It's like the Schrodinger's cat, right? So if you know about Schrodinger's cat, that's the problem with the mystery box. All right, I thank everybody. Thank you all for hanging out. Nice to see you, Coach. Hope everybody's healthy at your house. Glad to see everybody. I'm very happy to be back and beyond this, hopefully beyond this COVID stuff for the next at least few months. And we should have an exciting few weeks coming up between the Olympics, and we're gonna go to a very remote off-site location from my house for the 28th, the Friday edition of Tin Can Thursday. We'll do a little sports talk there. We'll talk a little Disney. We're gonna start. I'm really gonna try to make a good effort to excuse me, to throw a lot of Disney content in now, starting on Thursdays. We're gonna talk about some of the news that's going on, and hopefully we'll have some guests on. So that's all right, Sam. Sam doesn't know it, but he's going to be one of the people that come on to talk hockey with us on one of the Tuesday nights, since he is the hockey guy. But all right, everybody, thanks. Everybody have a great night. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you've hit that like button and you're subscribed. You got the little bell going. So hopefully we'll have some great content. I'll catch most of you on the Discord. And yeah, lullaby time. Sesame Street. And my bottle of Jack Daniels with a nipple on it. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all later. Everybody have a great